Alright, let's dive deep into what's shaping up to be an exciting chapter for the New England Patriots defense in 2025, focusing on one of their key players making a much-anticipated return, defensive tackle Christian Barmore. This guy went through one of the toughest battles an athlete can face last season, dealing with serious blood clot issues, something far more dangerous than your standard hamstring or knee injuries. It's a health challenge that transcends typical sports injuries, impacting vital organs and carrying significant risks that can jeopardize a career and even life itself. Because of this, Barmore missed nearly the entire previous season, managing to suit up for only a handful of games before his condition forced him off the field completely. Now, fast forward to today, and the news that Barmore is fully cleared for football activities is a massive boost for the Patriots. He's already participated in voluntary, organized team activities, preparing to be ready for Week 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Having a player with his kind of presence and talent back in the trenches is huge. The defensive tackle position requires strength, quickness, and a high football IQ, and Barmore delivers all of that. Beyond that, his return is symbolic. It represents the resilience and commitment to health and fitness that the Patriots demand from their players. But what really amps up the excitement is the dynamic front that's shaping up alongside him. Christian Barmore isn't coming back just to fill a spot. He's joining forces with Milton Williams, a standout free agent acquisition from the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Williams is viewed as one of the most valuable defensive additions, not just for New England, but across the entire league. The chemistry between these two could set the tone for a dominant defensive front. Barmore has already publicly called Williams, "Oh my guy," highlighting their competitive spirit and the mutual drive they bring to the weight room and meetings. This kind of rivalry and camaraderie within the squad can elevate a defense from good to elite. It's worth remembering that the Patriots defense was once a defining identity of the franchise for decades, especially since the early 2000s. For years, that defense was feared league-wide, known for shutting down opponents and making game-changing plays. However, the last couple of seasons saw a notable dip in that dominance. Injuries, roster changes, and some rebuilding phases caused the unit to lose some of its luster. But with Barmore healthy, Williams in town, and key players like Christian Gonzalez, Robert Spillane, and Harold Landry stepping up, the Patriots seem poised to return to their old form, or maybe even surpass it. Of course, the biggest question mark remains health, especially given Barmore's recent medical history. When asked about the possibility of his blood clot issues resurfacing, Barmore was confident and straightforward. No concerns. That's a reassuring statement not only for the coaching staff, but also for the fans eager to see their defense back to its feared best. On the topic of the upcoming season, the Patriots were dealt a pretty favorable schedule, which was released just recently. Right now, it looks like New England will have one of the easiest slates in the entire NFL. The schedule includes a bye week late in the season, giving the team a much-needed rest and recovery period around Week 14 for the second year running. They'll also be featured in 3 primetime games, which is a testament to the league's confidence in their marketability and potential success. The shift in perception from last year to this year is striking, while the Patriots weren't favored in any games in 2024. This upcoming season sees them favored in 11 out of 17 matchups. That's a huge leap and speaks volumes about the impact of front office decisions, roster upgrades, and coaching. It's easy to credit the investment made by ownership and the moves orchestrated by general manager Elliott Wolf and head coach Mike Vrabel. They've worked to change the culture, build depth, and add talent in key areas to push the team back into playoff contention. Speaking of Vrabel, his connection with the players, especially on defense, is a big part of the story. He's known for his demanding but fair leadership style and his ability to motivate players to exceed expectations. One intriguing figure in the linebacker corps is Jack Gibbons, a former Tennessee Titans player who has quickly become a crucial piece of the Patriots' defensive puzzle. Nicknamed Dr. Gibby by Vrabel for his quick wit and deep understanding of the playbook, Gibbons is expected to be instrumental in helping organize the defense, especially given how much of the roster is turning over and how many rookies and young players need to be brought up to speed fast. While some linebackers may boast more raw talent, Gibbons' football intelligence, leadership, and commitment to team success could prove invaluable. Switching gears to the offense, the Patriots' wide receiver room is another critical focus area, particularly as it relates to quarterback Drake May's development. Stefon Diggs has emerged as the unquestioned leader and primary target, tasked with stretching the field and consistently making big plays. Alongside Diggs, players like Dario Pop Douglas are stepping into key roles, such as slot receiver, where route running precision and quickness are paramount. Michael Collins is also a name to watch, potentially locking down a boundary receiver spot early in the season. There's also plenty of excitement around rookie Kyle Williams, drafted in the 3rd round from Washington State. He's expected to compete for playing time and could become a valuable rotational player as the season progresses. However, competition for those roster spots will be fierce, with veterans like Javon Baker, Jalen Polkin, Kahan Booty, and undrafted free agent Efton Cheatham all vying for limited positions. The Patriots usually carry around 6 wide receivers on the roster, but with so much depth and talent, decisions will be tough. Special teams contributions will likely play a role in who makes the cut, as seen in previous years with players like Matthew Slater. There's also the possibility of adding a veteran presence through free agency. Names like Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen remain available and could provide experienced, reliable options without disrupting the established chemistry with Drake May and the rest of the receiving corps. The front office will have to balance talent acquisition with maintaining the culture Mike Vrabel has carefully built. With all these pieces coming together, the Patriots seem to be positioned not just to make the playoffs, but to contend for the AFC East crown. The schedule, the talent influx, and the leadership on both sides of the ball indicate a franchise ready to make some noise. Whether that translates into wins early on or takes some time to gel remains to be seen. But the signs are promising. It's an exciting time to be following the team, especially as they transition from rebuilding to competing at the highest level once again. As the New England Patriots gear up for the 2025 season, the buzz surrounding their roster, improvements and strategic moves is palpable. While much of the focus naturally gravitates towards their defensive resurgence and the hopeful return of Christian Barmore, the team's offensive unit is quietly undergoing a transformation that could be just as pivotal to their success. The transition at quarterback, the evolution of the wide receiver core, and the reshaping of the offensive line are all factors that could dramatically influence how competitive the Patriots are this season. Drake May, the young quarterback the Patriots have been grooming, is at the center of these offensive hopes. He represents the future and potentially the new face of the franchise after the departure of veteran quarterbacks who had held the reins in previous seasons. May's skill set is characterized by his mobility, quick decision-making, and an ability to extend plays with his legs while still making accurate throws on the move. However, like any young QB stepping into a demanding role, there are growing pains expected. The coaching staff has been careful to manage expectations, emphasizing development over immediate results. May's chemistry with his receiving targets, his grasp of the playbook, and his ability to handle pressure situations will be crucial. The presence of Stefon Diggs as the number 1 receiver provides a reliable safety net and a dynamic weapon who can take the top off defenses, giving May options to attack downfield. The receiving room itself is a fascinating blend of veterans, emerging stars, and rookies. Besides Diggs, players like Dario Pop Douglas have carved out important roles, especially in the slot where quickness and route precision matter most. Pop Douglas is versatile, capable of lining up both inside and outside, and his experience will help the unit maintain consistency. Michael Collins is another intriguing piece, likely competing to secure a boundary receiver role, offering size and physicality that complement the more finesse-oriented receivers. Meanwhile, rookie Kyle Williams has drawn attention during off-season workouts and minicamps for his speed, reliable hands, and ability to separate from defenders. His adjustment to the NFL level will be closely watched, as rookies often face a steep learning curve in route running and reading defenses. The competition for roster spots in the wide receiver group remains intense. The Patriots traditionally value special teams contributions, which often tip the scales for borderline players during final cuts. Veterans like Javon Baker, Jalen Polkin, and Kahan Booty are all fighting hard to earn their place, bringing their own mix of skills and experience. Efton Chisholm, an undrafted free agent, has also impressed coaches with his work ethic and versatility. Given that the Patriots usually carry around 6 receivers, the final roster composition will be a balance of raw talent, special teams value, and positional versatility. Adding a veteran receiver via free agency is still a possibility, with names like Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen rumored to be available. The team's front office and coaching staff are likely weighing the benefits of adding an experienced, proven playmaker against the need to maintain a healthy locker room dynamic and allow younger players to grow. The ideal veteran addition would be someone who can mentor May and the receiving group without overshadowing the developing stars. The Patriots' careful management of locker room chemistry in recent years has been a key part of their success, and that balance will remain a priority. Turning to the offensive line, the unit has seen some changes but remains anchored by several key veterans. Protecting a young quarterback like Drake May will be critical, as the line's ability to give him time to throw and create lanes for the running game can dictate the offense's overall effectiveness. The Patriots invested in their line through the draft and free agency, bringing in players who combine experience with athleticism and toughness. Depth along the line will be tested as injuries inevitably arise throughout the grueling NFL season, so having reliable backups who can step in without a significant drop-off is crucial. The running game is another factor that could influence the Patriots' offensive balance. While no single running back currently stands out as a dominant force, the team has a group of capable backs who bring different strengths. The offensive philosophy under head coach Mike Vrabel and offensive coordinator Jason Garrett seems to emphasize the balanced attack, mixing short passes with power runs and screenplays to keep defenses guessing. This approach suits a young quarterback like May, who benefits from a diversified attack that doesn't put excessive pressure on him to carry the offense single-handedly. Special teams, often overlooked by casual fans, are an area where the Patriots have historically excelled and continue to invest heavily. Matthew Slater, the perennial special teams ace, remains a vital presence, providing leadership, tackling prowess, and a strong work ethic that sets the tone for the unit. Special teams can be a difference maker in close games, affecting field position, momentum, and sometimes directly scoring points. The Patriots' commitment to excellence in this phase of the game continues to pay dividends and may prove pivotal. In a competitive division like the AFC East, defensively, aside from the exciting pairing of Barmore and Milton Williams on the interior line, the Patriots have bolstered their secondary with key signings and draft picks. Christian Gonzalez, a cornerback with a reputation for physicality and tight coverage skills, adds a new layer of complexity for opposing offenses. His presence should help the Patriots improve their pass defense, which has been an area of vulnerability in recent seasons. Additionally, Robert Spillane, a safety known for his range and ability to read the quarterback, brings versatility to the back end of the defense. With Harold Landry returning to full health, the pass rush group looks much more threatening, providing pressure that can disrupt opposing quarterbacks and force mistakes. The linebacker group's leadership from Jack Gibbons, combined with young, hungry players trying to prove themselves, creates a competitive and energized unit. Gibbons' nickname Dr. Gibby reflects not only his football intelligence, but also his calm under pressure and ability to communicate effectively with teammates and coaches. This leadership is invaluable for a defense that has undergone significant roster changes and needs to gel quickly. Looking at the schedule, the Patriots are entering what could be a pivotal season. Their relatively favorable matchups and the timing of their bye week give them an opportunity to build momentum and maintain health throughout the year. The 3 primetime games will be opportunities to showcase their progress on a national stage, and performing well in these high visibility moments can have a positive impact on team confidence and fan engagement. Overall, the New England Patriots seem to be at an inflection point, The combination of health returning to key players like Christian Barmore, strategic acquisitions, promising young talent, and an experienced coaching staff dedicated to building a winning culture positions them well to compete at a high level. The AFC East is becoming more competitive, with teams like the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins constantly improving, but the Patriots' blend of experience, youth, and savvy management could very well put them back in the thick of the playoff race. The coming months will reveal how all these pieces come together on the field, but the outlook is certainly more optimistic than it has been in recent years. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, the long-swirling rumor has now been confirmed. TJ Watt is officially a New England Patriot. The star linebacker has signed a 3-year contract, solidifying a blockbuster acquisition. That dramatically shifts the balance of power in the AFC. After weeks of speculation, the Patriots announced the signing early this morning, ending a suspenseful chapter that had fans and analysts alike refreshing their feeds for updates. Watt, a 4-time All-Pro and former Defensive Player of the Year, brings his relentless pass-rushing skills, elite football IQ, and leadership to a defense that already ranked among the league's most formidable. The terms of the deal have not been publicly disclosed yet, but sources close to the negotiations suggest it makes Watt one of the highest-paid defenders in the NFL. This move signals a clear message from the Patriots front office. They are all in on contending for a Super Bowl. With Bill Belichick continuing to orchestrate one of the most disciplined defenses in football, the addition of Watt only adds fuel to an already potent fire. Watt's ability to pressure the quarterback, stop the run, and create turnovers makes him an immediate game changer, and his presence alone could elevate the play of the entire unit. Watt leaves behind a legacy in Pittsburgh, where he became a franchise icon. Drafted by the Steelers in 2017, he quickly emerged as one of the league's premier defensive threats, earning respect across the league for his relentless motor and impact plays. His departure marks the end of an era in Pittsburgh, but the beginning of what could be a legendary run in Foxborough. Fans in New England are already buzzing with excitement, dreaming of what Watt's arrival could mean for the team's postseason aspirations. If he maintains the level of dominance he's displayed throughout his career, the Patriots may have just secured the final piece of a championship-caliber defense. Only time will tell how this major signing will play out, but one thing is certain. The Patriots just got a lot scarier, and TJ Watt in a Patriots jersey is no longer a fantasy. It's reality. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.